Hello all YouTubers, I'm the Weather Dude. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Thank you for tuning back into this Invest 92L discussion for July 24th, 2020. Before I get on with today's video, however, it would really be nice if you guys did hit that subscribe button. I really cannot believe that I hit 800 subscribers already, so thank you guys so much. And we're on our way to 900 and eventually even more exciting, the big 1,000 subscribers. So please don't forget to hit that subscribe button as well as ringing the bell notifications so you will not miss my next video. Also, please do watch the whole video because this does help my channel grow significantly. So please do watch the whole video and liking and sharing this video as well. Thank you. Now let's get on with today's video. So today we're going to be talking about Invest 92L. It does have a 40% chance to develop according to the National Hurricane Center. Alright, now if after this video, please watch, if you haven't already, please watch my Tropical Storm Hannah and Tropical Storm Gonzalo coverage videos, as I hopefully will be providing more updates for them tomorrow. But here it is, Invest 92L, we'll be talking about today's video. This will be developing over the next few days. This is going to be more of a long-term developing system because, as you can see, the development in the next 2 days is 0% chance, but over the next 5 days, it's been upgraded to a 40% chance. And I think that's what we're really convinced National Hurricane Center to really push this into an invest. Starting getting investigate the system a little bit more, getting a lot more maps. Really, that's why it's a big deal when a storm becomes an invest, because we get a lot more maps we'll be able to see to tracking the system. So this is a tropical wave located about 300 miles south-southeast of Cape Verde Island. So this recently just exited Africa. This is producing an area of cloudiness and some showers and storms. This will be moving westward over the tropical Atlantic over the next several days, and we can see gradual development over the system early to mid next week as it reaches the western tropical Atlantic, and yet again, just like Gonzalo, heading towards the islands. So again, 40% chance of development within the next 5 days. Here is 92L. Maybe we can get like a little development, maybe a little update. So 25 mile per hour winds right now, which is 20 knots, 1,010 millibars of pressure, and pretty much a similar strength to what Gonzalo is. And it's kind of like a hybrid in terms of the size of this. It's kind of a hybrid between Gonzalo and Hannah. The only reason it looks bigger, like I said, is because it's not a fully developed tropical cyclone. There's a lot of, it's a little disorganized. It looks very big, but it's gonna get tinier a little bit as it could develop into a tropical storm potentially. But this is a definitely larger scale system. So looking at the current low position right now, this is, it's kind of unusual, not unusual, but you don't really see, this storm just exited, the low center just exited the African coast, and it's already an invest. Alright, this is sitting at about 21.5 degrees west and about 11 degrees north in terms of your coordinates. Now, how about the GPS tracks? We got two or three tracks. Actually, two. One track right now that we have provided, because this is just named to invest, you got to give models time to keep an eye on it. One track takes into the northern Caribbean, skimming the islands, heading into the Gulf of Mexico is about a Category 1 or 2 hurricane. The other track takes a little bit more far towards the north, just north of the Bahamas, making landfall in Jacksonville and moving through the eastern United States as a Category 1 or 2 hurricane as well. So both tracks indicate similar strength. Like I said, give models time, we'll get more and more models in it. That's just two out of the many more spaghetti models that we'll be seeing for this. Same for the intensity guidance here. We got the ship model, we got the IVCM model, we got the LGEM models in here. The ship model here takes it into a Category 2, probably on its way to Category 3. The IVCM makes it a Category 1, and the LGEM makes it a tropical storm. So yeah, Category 2, Category 1, tropical storm, one for each category here. But the models do show strengthening over time, and notice how the models do trend it upward even to the end of this frame. So that's saying that this could be getting stronger over the next 7, 8, 9, even 10 days plus. So that's your intensity guidance here, Invest 92L. Like I said, give this time. I think that's why I'll be doing an update more so on this over the next couple of days, because you got to give this storm time to develop. Look at the National Hurricane Center. It doesn't look bad for an invest. Give it time. You definitely got your area of convection. It's off to the west. It's a little misplaced here, but you can see that we do have a little area of circulation sitting right about there. That's basically where the low is. Like I said, 21.5 degrees west and 11 degrees north. So that I can definitely see a circulation. The convection's kind of covering it up, but you can see a little circulation in there. So it's starting to get its act together. Now, Ocean temperature anomalies. As for where this is sitting a little strip of cooler waters, but it will definitely be heading into some warmer water environments as it over the next short-term day or two, even as it moves towards the islands as well. So that's your times where it can really start developing. But nonetheless, still, water temperatures in the low 80s, which is plenty enough for development, even close to the mid to upper 80s, or more so mid 80s, as it heads towards the island. So even better time for the storm system. But this will be staying a little bit more far to the south. So it's going to be avoiding these 70s, these cooler waters. It's going to be staying in the 80-degree waters like Gonzalo did and moving through in a westerly direction. And because it's staying this far south and potentially bending to the north, that'll help it stay in those warmer waters without heading into South America at the same time. All right, if a storm can do that, the storm is officially talented. Because a lot of times when storms go this far south, they go right along near the equator almost and into northern Central America or South America. But this could be maybe making a bend. Who knows? We have to get some more model checking guidance on the storm system. But looking at the GFS model, again, the one to your left, that's Gonzalo, by the way. But GFS, the models, you're not going to see it picking up on it too much yet because, again, this was just named in Invest. But you can see the GFS, there's your nice low pressure system. We still got it there, 8 a.m. Sunday. All right. Maybe the Sunday tropical depression. Moving very slowly, though. All right, through the Caribbean. It could be falling apart by then. Like I said, the GFS doesn't quite pick up on it too much. Let's take a look at the surface winds. I think that'll definitely help us pinpoint where this thing is. Honestly, it looks like it's just sitting there, maybe dying out. Like I said, this is a very long-term development. So this is very far out, 5 to 7 days. And even though to invest is something to watch now, I think it's just something more we can watch over the next 2 to 4 days. We can get some better updates on this thing. More models pick up on this thing. We start to see the storm come together a little bit more. I think this will definitely be worth tracking for the next couple of days. So if you do not miss my next video, so please ring the bell notifications and enable the YouTube app notifications so your phone actually does ring when my next video comes out. So don't forget to ring the bell notifications and enable YouTube notifications on your device. But anyway, this does look like part of potentially 92L, but this is 10 days out. So who knows? It might be a different low. It's kind of hard to keep track of this. It could just very well develop and then die out pretty quickly. But I think the cyclonic vorticity standard will help us keep an eye on it better. Yeah, honestly, it fades into just a little line of cyclonic energy. It doesn't really form into much. Maybe another low comes in behind that. It could get wrapped up in 92L's energy, so maybe we'll see something develop out of that. But this does look like a decent low pressure system. Something could maybe 92L will die and then respawn over the next 10 days. Over the first couple of days of August. But the good thing is that this isn't necessarily a good thing or a bad thing. It's kind of in the middle. But wind shear is average. We got a couple tiny splotches of above average wind shear. We got a couple splotches of below average shear. So overall, give or take, we do have some average wind shear in this area. And I think that's definitely good for development because this time of year, the wind shear starts to drop anyway. So that's pretty convenient. Let's take a look at our ship's diagnostic message. Good thing is that wind shear is high now, but it will be dying out over the next few days. Even though wind shear looks high now, around 25 miles an hour. Ocean water, 27 Celsius, maybe going to 28, maybe close to 29. So water will be warming over time, which makes sense. It's getting closer to the Caribbean islands. Storm speed, moving pretty fast. Almost just as fast as Gonzalo, although maybe a little bit slower. Moving close to about 17 to 18 miles an hour, maybe slowing more towards 14 miles an hour over time. Heat content will also be going up over time because we're heading towards the Caribbean. Not only is the water warm in the Caribbean, water warming doesn't mean more heat content necessarily. It's all about the still water and how much atmospheric heat we can have as well. And that will also increase over time along with the ocean water temperatures. So we're going to be taking a look at the GEM model now. All right, so here is the GEM model. Let's see if they kind of pick up on this a little bit more. So as you can see, GEM model is still keeping an eye on it. It's right there amongst all the other tropical convection mess in the Atlantic Ocean. All right, but it is sitting there. It's spinning. It's a low pressure. It kind of looks like a lot of the models just have it. This is almost as far as it goes. It just sits there and kind of dies out. Why? Because we could lose some of that atmospheric steering that we have from that high. If the high was stronger, maybe a little bit farther south, maybe around here, I think it definitely get a little bit more, get a little encouragement. It's like getting someone to get out of the bed in the morning. You gotta have a motivation to get out of bed, right? Well, these tropical systems the same way. It's gonna sit there and sleep if it doesn't have something to kind of motivate it. It is a high, but 1,025 millibars of pressure is a very weak high pressure, because we've seen some low pressure systems with 1,016, 1,017 millibars of pressure. So if a high pressure has 1,025 millibars, that's pretty weak. So it's a weak high, and it's well to the north, probably almost off this map. All right. So it doesn't really give that storm motivation to really move. And if we have too much wind shear as well, which, like I said, some of these smaller scale systems, if it happens to shrink a little bit in size, smaller scale systems can develop quickly. They can also weaken very quickly. So here is the surface winds here. Again, there's your low, kind of easier to track on this one. See right there's a little area of circulation, but the models aren't picking up too much on it. But wait over the next couple of days, I think you'll start to see more models pick up on it, because the National Hurricane Center certainly has faith in this thing. It's got a 40% chance of development, and it's definitely gone up over time. So how about this cyclonic vorticity signature? Cyclonic vorticity here. And you can see it kind of moves in this direction, and it's kind of bands, just kind of move across the ocean. We still got some energy here, but it's very strong out. It's very elongated. It's not looking too organized per se. But we're going to have to watch, because maybe another low, again, could generate. Maybe combine with 92L's energy. Maybe something other than 92L could form. All right. But the GEM model has a much different take on the wind shear anomaly. They have it more so average to even more above average than the GFS did. So I think that's why the GEM model is kind of dumping the storm like the GFS did. Now, in terms of development probabilities, okay, you'll see some maps that get better than this, but up to a 20% chance of development according to the NCEP and the GEM model. How about that's over the next 5 days? How about over the next 10 days? You see a bigger area of 20% chance of development. How about just the NCEP ensemble based? They give it about up to a 40% chance at the National Hurricane Center, but they also take it more in a westerly direction. So this will be a disturbance we have to watch. All right. How about some more NCEP ensembles? This was the next 5 days. How about the next 10 days? Again, 20% chance over the next 10 days. But like I said, I think it's going to have a better chance to develop in that 0 to 5 day period, 0 to 6 day, than it will in that 5 to 10 day period. Because once you get out towards the end, it'll start to weaken. But still, 30% chance to develop according to the FNMOC just by itself. So, tropical disturbance that we definitely have to watch. So, again, please don't forget to watch my Tropical Storm Hannah and Tropical Storm Gonzalo coverage videos. Hopefully, I'll be able to provide some updates, additional updates. So, thank you guys for watching today's video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I am the Weather Dude, signing off. Till next time. Catch you guys next video.